Hello, this is George Lees. I'm being evicted, is that the right word?
Ejected from the premises.
From my house. Everybody who's listening knows my activities for the last 5 years. You know that Miss Valerie Jane Lees has heritable property worth 1.5 million in the regions of the country that are the Chipping Norton Sets regions. Yeah, that is David Cameron's constituency of Witney. All of the time that I've been in Scotland, David Cameron and the Witney Conservatives have received all of my political lobbying activity. Today, Sheriff Peter Patterson, what is the number on the writ, or what is that, something that identifies the document?
F3L14.
F3L14. Yeah, that's Sheriff Peter Patterson, who runs the massive debt pools with the Todd-Morton cabal. He interlocks on those law firms that are totally corrupted with McCletchy, the former leader of the Better Off Together movement that sold Scotland in the referendum. He interlocks with Peter Watson, who is the boss at Levy and McRae, and all of it is a sad cabal. They are telling me that I have to wait a month before I can re-enter my own home. Nearly 2 years ago now, they took my energy supply, they busted the boiler when they visited, yeah, with the locksmiths, like the locksmiths who have been here today, and they metered my energy supply. Yeah, I've now got all sorts of rheumatic problems because those are the payments for the meter that I have to make on this house, okay? And I have no gas, I have no central heating for the whole of that 2 year period. They're nice people that have come today. They are clearly ordinary working people, and the girl that's here, she was here a fortnight ago when they revealed for me that I was going to have to face this action. So it's almost a month of homelessness. They want to take me and register me homeless. I'm just going to wander round town and tell this story to all of my friends and all of the citizens of Kelso who have signed all of these documents. Yeah, these are documents too from the Scottish Justice Secretary, Michael Matheson. Can you have a look at that, please? That's the nice guy that has come today. Okay, so can you see that that is from Michael Matheson, the Justice Secretary's office? Can you see that all of the witnesses to all of the war crimes in Iraq and my sectioning, yeah, have signed all of those documents? That is Malcolm Rifkind. He's on the board at G4S with Lord Condon, who is the boss for years of the corrupted police that have just convicted me of assault, because the nice guy that came would not let me lock him out of my door. Okay, so can you just say that you have seen that?
I've seen some papers that you've given me.
Yeah,
yes,
and have you seen the war crimes ones? Okay, let me just get the war crimes ones. So there's the sectioning, okay, and that is this propaganda. The police were talking to me about the Stephen House and how he is, he is a relative of George W. Bush. That was published by me last week.
Right.
Okay, and that's the George W. Bush who took us to war in Iraq, and I've got documents on the signed attempts of me going to the Kelso police station. There we go. Yeah, that's one that has got just a few signatures on it. Can you read out what those crimes are that I'm reporting to the same police that arrested me this morning for assault? Okay, so that says 50 Lothian Road, yeah, Edinburgh, Malcolm Rifkind, G4S, Aberdeen Asset Management, Better Off Together movement. Yeah, so that's the Better Off Together movement that interlocks with your sheriff who has signed that document that we have just cited. Okay, arms to Iraq, all of the profiteering in, you know, Lothian Road in Edinburgh, yes, where the ABC cinema was? Yeah, that's the Odeon now, Harriet Watts Students' Union. It's a massive cabal of money laundering. And there's the Justice Secretary signatures. That is me calling Michael Matheson in his office. Yeah, the office is not in Holyrood. It's in somewhere away up in Inverness, so that they dismember everything that is a public service. Right. Yeah, and that is a photo of Michael Matheson. Okay, and there is all of the director numbers, and there's the Mental Health Tribunal of Scotland that sectioned me for my political activity. That meant that those cars that you would let me sleep in if they were still on the road have been taken off the road. Yeah.
Right.
And is that correct? So if I were to change my mind and none of the government relent until I'm absolutely starved. Yeah, I told my wife as soon as the initial writ came that I would be going on a hunger strike in the house that she is trying to take from me, which I've completely owned since I met her. Yeah, she was a lodger with me for 2 years in Leighton Buzzard. Yeah, the house is entirely mine. Yeah, and all of the grounds for divorce are totally falsified, and they are on the basis of separation dates that even my son has made videos to proclaim that my wife was in my house and running her brother's business at World Dental Press, where they issue shares for £100, and those shares within a few weeks become worth £270,000. Yeah, they are massive mobsters. She works for Intel, and she's spent the whole of her life trying to silence me as a political activist. Yeah, and her office is in that back room, and that computer was encrypted by RSA Limited, which is the Republic of South Africa, which is drawn into the cabal. My son Grant, who made a video that got 2,000 hits, yeah, in the first few days, which is what's going to happen soon, he then was able to confirm that that computer was encrypted, and that was the one that was taken from this home so that she could take it up to and be the neighbour of the doctor that tried to section me way back in 2011. So she lives under Thompson's monument. Have you heard of Thompson?
Yes.
So what did he do? He is the author or composer of Rule Britannia. So that's the Better Off Together movement. It's the corrupted Scottish government led by Salmond, who resigned within days of me making the exposure. Okay, I'll stop there now. And it's ever so a genial person, and I've just been convicted of assaulting him. I've got huge regrets about that.
Sure.
Okay?
Right.